Jane. Are you ready? You've got your stability ball, you've got your foam roller, you've got a cushion for your head, and when we go on our knees, have you got anything to put under your knees? Just make sure you've got all those before we start off. Alan's going to be our model so we can have a bit of a laugh. Alan's going to start drawing his belly button in, squeezing his bottom just a little bit, just so he's got a little bit of a brace. He's going to relax his shoulders so we can see his neck. And then he's going to bend his legs, so he's going to bend one leg and then the other. And he's going to bring the legs together, same as you, and he's going to let both knees travel towards the window, which is towards you, keeping both shoulders anchored. And then he's going to bring both knees back towards me, keeping the shoulders anchored. He's going to do that 5 times on each side, and he's going to count.
2.
Yeah.
3.
Remember, the knees go as far as they can go without your shoulder coming off, so no playing at it just because I can't see you.
That's 5.
That's it. Now he's going to lift the leg nearest me up to the sky, and he's going to lengthen that leg along the floor. Okay. He's going to take this leg and try and touch the floor on the other side. His shoulders can come off. If he can't, it doesn't matter. Bring it all the way back up and do it again. You're going to do that 5 times. Taking it over. Shoulders can come off. See if you can touch the floor. That's 3. Don't rush at it. 4. On this last one, on this 5th one, I want you to hold the leg there. Just keep it there. And just let the weight of the leg slowly release the muscles in the bum and in the lower back. Remember, we don't do pain. We only do exquisite pain, not excruciating pain. Can you feel the leg dropping down?
I can, yeah.
Yeah? We're going to hold it for another 15 seconds. Remembering to keep holding your tongue and a slight clench on the bum. Not quite like you're trying to hold a fart in. Not that much. There you go. We're going to bring that leg back. Place it on the floor. Lift the other one up. And we're going to do the same thing. Going to bring it over. You'll notice one might be tighter than the other. We're going to do 5. That's number 2. Who said I couldn't count? Shoulders can come off. On this 5th one, you're going to hold it and just let the weight of the leg give you a nice stretch. If you need to, if you find it's too much with a long leg, do it with a bent leg. Should be a nice stretch all along here and into your bum.
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't look at the clock when we started, so we'll do another 10 seconds. Bring it back. Brilliant. Now, going back to this leg nearest me, you're going to lift it up and you're going to just point your toes up to the sky. That's it. Now, you're going to pull the toes down towards your knee. Keep pushing through the heel like you're trying to straighten the leg as you lower it down. Once it gets down, point the toe again. Keep the toe pointed as you lift the leg up. Flex and down. 5 times, please. Keeping the leg at the top on the 5th one. I think this is number 4.
Yeah.
Now we're going to keep it there. Alan's shaking a little bit, so we're just going to bend his knee a little bit. Okay, and we're going to just circle that leg. So you're going to circle the leg, not the ankle. It's the leg.
Ah,
it
okay.
goes from the hip joint. We're going to do 6 one way, 6 the other. We're going to try and stop this movement here by bending that other leg. Keep the foot on the floor. Just stabilise you a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're going to do 6 one way and then 6 the other. Try and keep that other knee small as well. Squeeze the bum. Abdominals in. And then, I believe we've got another leg.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go. So the other leg, point the toe to lift, point the other point, the other point. That's it. Lift up, now flex and lower down. 5 times. your knees so white? Okay, and down. Is that number 4?
I think so.
One more. Number 5, keep that leg up there. Bend the knee just a little bit if you've got a shake on like Alan has, and just circle the leg. 6 one way, 6 the other. Remember, we bent this other leg. We're trying not to move too much through that pelvis. The pelvis will go from side to side a little bit, but I don't want to see it going up and down. And you'll be thinking, well, she can't see me anyway. When you've done 6, you counting?
Yep, 6.
6, put the feet down. Now, we're going to go into, actually no we're not. We're going to take the right arm and lift it up to the sky, and then keeping this chest nice and still, we're going to let it drop behind. But what I don't want to see is a lift here, and then bring it back and repeat with the left. So it goes all the way down, lift up the other one all the way over, don't allow, so it'll only go so far before this happens, yeah? So I don't want that. So bring the arm up a little bit for me out. There, that's it, that's your range.
Okay.
Yeah? And bring it back all the way down, and again. So what will happen is, if it goes too far, this ribs will lift up a little bit. That side's better, it's not as tight. Yeah? And the other side. Now, when Alan lifts the arm up that's nearest me, he's going to slide the leg away that's furthest away. No movement here. This stays nice and still, bringing it back in on the exhale, and repeat on the other side. We're going to do 5 on each leg, and Alan's going to count. So what I don't want to see is any movement in this bit here. So this shouldn't be going up and down, it should be nice and still. So normally we'll kind of get this little thing going on, and we don't want that if we can possibly help it. And when Alan's done, my mat will be nice and clean.
Can't remember how many I've done.
Okay. What side did you start on that one?
This
Yeah?
side.
What do you mean?
On the right hand side. I started.
And your left leg? Yeah, so do one on that side, then you'll be even. One on other, so bring that leg in first, that's it, there you go. Can't find the staff, you really can't. Okay, bending that other leg, we're going to do bridges.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to take Alan's pillow away. So you're going to do that little imprint, belly button to the mat. Yeah, lift the bum off, and then, oh beautiful, and then peel off. Now don't lift the heels or the toes. Now give me a little crunch so the hips come to the ribs. That's it, and then roll back down. Gorgeous. You're going to do 10 of them, and you're going to stay up at the top. Again, this can get to your hamstrings. I did all them exercises before, the leg lengthenings and things to try and get your hamstrings warmed up. So if it grabs at them, stop and give them a stretch. You counting?
Yep.
Yeah. So inhale, and then we exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale to lower. But don't worry about the breathing, you will. Hey. We don't want any shaking going up. And Jane, you have a tendency to lift your heels or your toes, so try and keep them down. Keep the legs still. Don't want them swaying in the breeze. When you've done that 10,
8.
2 more, and then you're going to stay up. Ooh.
My arm slipped. Okay.
Okie dokie. Now, if this is too much, you can do it with your bottom on the floor, okay? So what Alan's going to do without moving anything here is he's just going to raise his right heel. And the heel, alright, he's going to lift his foot.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, and he's going to, no, you're alright, you can lift your foot, I was just going to gradually do it. He's going to place that foot down and lift the other one, but no movement through the pelvis. Should all be in the bottom, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So place it down. Now the next time he lifts the leg nearest me, he's going to take the arm furthest away behind him. That's it. And then vice versa. He's going to do 5 on each foot and each arm. Get out of his way so he don't knock me out. It's alright doing it in private, but not on film. So I've asked you to do 10. If that's too many and you find that you're moving that pelvis, you need to come down. You've reached your range. Keep squeezing your bum and pull your belly in. You've no need to mirror Alan with the belly. This is a tough one, he's doing really well. So remember, if you can't lift your foot, just lift your heel. Remember your heel's at the back of your foot. How many are we on, mister?
8.
8. One more on each leg. Is it challenging?
Not too
Not
bad.
bad.
My back, feel my back slipping, my bottom dropping a bit.
Yeah. Well, lift it up, squeeze it and lift it. That's it. And then when you've done, you're just going to wind it back down. Whew. Lengthen both legs out and bring the toes so they're looking at you. That's it now. Push away through your heels like somebody's trying to lengthen your legs, and then point your toes like somebody's lengthening the front of the legs now, and then pull the toes back towards you and lengthen the bottom of the leg, the back of the legs. Yeah. So just do 5 more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Brilliant. Okay. Right. Let's put you on your foam roller. Oh, let's see. You're just leaning to one side, are you? So I'm getting.
Oh, sorry, it's there.
That's all right. Remember the tailbone right on one edge and your head on the other. Your head must be on the foam roller, as should your bottom. Just the tailbone bit. Legs are bent. Just have a little sway from side to side. Should feel quite nice.
Yeah.
Cushion can go under your head if you need it. We've got Pin here, Chip here. You can't see him probably. So Alan's going to come back to centre and he's going to do the bridges again. So he's going to imprint and peel off. He finds it quite difficult to do them on here. We're just going to do 5. You can do as many as you want, but we're just going to do 5. This is the last one. And then we're just going to try a little bit of balance. So you're okay through the hip flexors, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're going to lift one leg up in tabletop. Keep your hands on the floor, please. And then the other leg in tabletop. Oh, mommy. That's it. And just balance. Lock in through your abdominals. Squeeze your bum ever so slightly. That should be a challenge. Yes, no?
It is a bit.
Yeah? Okay. If you've got enough going on there, stay. But what Alan's going to do is lower this leg to the floor, keeping his entire back in touch with the roller. I couldn't think what it was called. And then lift it up. Lift it up. Now, don't move the angle of the leg. So what Alan did then is he brought his heel to his bum. We don't want that. You keep the angle of the leg and you reach further away.
Oh, further away.
Yeah, and then come back up. Don't put your foot all the way on the floor because the body thinks you've finished. Tap with your toe. Come back up.
That's better.
Yeah? 10 on each. You don't have to touch the floor. He's just showing off. He's in agony here. You know, if you can only get your foot halfway. But, you know, you might not be able to see it, but I can. It's quivering. Like a jelly on a plate. Make sure you keep your back in full contact with that roller. It should be challenging around the abs.
It is.
Yeah, we're doing 10 on each leg if you can. Do you know how many you've done?
No, I don't.
No? Okay, so
About
here we go.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. There we go. 1 foot down at a time. We don't put 2, that's it. Whew.
Oh.
Okie doke. So, let's just roll off the roller and come back lying on your mat. You should feel like you've sunk into a big hole.
I think I have.
Yeah? Should feel quite nice. So we're going to take one leg in tabletop and then the other one. And we're going to do 5. Sit down, babe. Sit down. You're going going to let this leg drop down, bring it back up, and then the other. Same exercise, but your back's going to stay in contact with the mats. Chip's just come to say hello. You camera shy, Chip.
How many of them was I doing?
8, 9, 10. And now you're going to push one leg out. Push it away. Keeping it in contact off the mat. Single leg stretch. Lift it up. That's it. Make sure the back stays down. That's it. Now swap the legs over. This should be getting the tummy. Pull this in. If you want to make it harder, opposite arm goes back to leg that extends. But Alan's got a real shake on here. Keep straightening them legs. Never mind halfway doing it. That's it. And again. You count on each leg.
Yeah.
And then one foot goes down and then the other. That was a bit pathetic. Can you do that one again? That's it. And then bring it down. And just let both knees travel towards the window. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. That's it. Good boy. Stay there. That's it. And then both knees towards me. Back towards the window. Have a little bit of a stretch. Okay. We're going to go on the ball. This will be fun with the dog in the room. Alan's just going to go and sit on the ball facing you. Okie doke. So, he's going to sit up nice and tall. He can thrust his chest out then. Okay, making sure his ankles are underneath his feet, sorry, underneath his ankles. He can't have his ankles underneath his feet unless he's on his head. Yeah? And then he's just going to jump. He's just going to bounce. Little bounce. Push through your feet and bounce. Not, you can relax to bounce. Bounce, continual bounce.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, there we go, bloody hell. That's it. Continual bounce. You can go higher. Hey, now we're rocking. This should help with any tightness or stiffness in the back. Make sure those ankles stay underneath your feet. I'm just going to put some pads under Alan's feet because he's losing his grip with his...
Better.
Yeah, that's it.
Slippery floor.
Remember, you can take this bounce as high as you dare, but always make sure the ball's there when you come down. Bloody hilarious otherwise.
Carry on. Okay.
You get quite a bit out of breath with this one.
First time for me, this one.
Yeah. There's time for everything, isn't there? Okay, and slowly bring it down. Now what you're going to do is kind of draw a circle with the ball when you bum. Really draw a circle. You're going to do 5 circles one way and 5 circles the other. The noises are an option.
Sure I can go all the way better than the other way.
Yeah, you can usually stiffer on one side than you are on the other. And then you're going to turn around and put the ball at that end, just so you've got somewhere to put your feet, and then you're going to face this end. So sit on the ball.
Sit on the ball.
Sit on the ball.
Sorry.
That's
okay.
it. And then you're just going to kind of walk out, imprinting, so you're going to do a little pelvic curl. Keep walking out and keep lowering your back down. That's it, so it's like you're coming to lie on it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now you're going to walk back up. You might be better taking your socks off.
That's the problem, I think.
Yeah, come on. That's it. There we go. You better take your socks off and do 10 of them. I'll not let him take anything else on. That's it. That's looking good. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. No, keep walking out the legs. That's it. And now start to walk yourself back up. Use your lower abs. Brilliant. 8 more. Remember, you're coming up to that nice straight position. Ribs off the hips, that's it. And then you sink back down. That's it. I'm hoping he's counting. Oh, look at that ball, it's nearly egg-shaped now, you want. And then come back up.
7. There we go.
Okay, so you're going to go all the way down and stay down, making sure your head is on the... You're going to lift your bottom up, so like a table. Okay? Jane, I know you've got weights at home. Just put them on your belly, hold on to them with your hands. Now let your bottom drop, so it's kind of like you're hinging down, your bottom's going to drop down, don't move the ball, and then squeeze back up. Just bring these ankles underneath your feet, that's it, and drop down, and squeeze back up. Make sure that your head is on the ball and that your upper back and your neck is supported. We're going to do 10 of these, that's number 3. Squeeze, and then weight's not doing anything, Alan?
Yes, they are.
I have heavier. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. A bit better.
8. 9.
So this is number 10. Stay up there, squeeze your bum, lose your weight, just put them down to your sides. Lift your arms up in the air like so. Okay. So what you're going to do, make sure that you've got cushions just in case you fall. Okay, your legs might want to go a little bit wider to give you a little bit more stability. You're going to take your arms over one way and the ball comes the other. What are you doing? That way. That's 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Well done. So Alan's going to go on his knees at this side. He's going to put his forearms on like so. Bring the ball a little bit closer to you. That's it. And bring your arms down here a little bit. Your arms. No, your arms. No. Why have you taken them that here? Your arms.
There.
Okay, no, yeah. Thumbs pulled in, bottom squeezed. You're going to keep this position with your shoulders over your elbows and push the ball away. Coming forward on, well, you're not keeping the position with the shoulder and the elbows, are you not? So come on in and push away. Come on a bit further. That's it. And then draw it back. You should be feeling something just underneath your rib cage.
Yes.
Yeah? Can you lengthen your back when you're going out? So what I want you to do, Alan, is when you push out, you squeeze your bottom and tuck it underneath you. So you tell, that's better, lengthening the back. Okay? Okay, making more of this of a challenge. Set the arms there. That's it, now push away. Don't lengthen the arms. That's it, push, 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 lift up here and then pull back. Oh, there we go. 45.
That's
Just
my age, that is.
10. It was once, love. This is number 4. Make sure, Jen, that you're not dipping into your lower back. If you can feel it in your lower back, don't take the ball as far. I'll give it a break. Are you alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 7. 8. 9. We're going to try, Alan's going to hold it out now. Jane, if this is too much for you, then you leave it alone. Okay? Alan's just going to pull the ball back about 1/2 inch. He's going to come up onto his toes. Yes, he is. Come on, straighten the legs. That's it, good man. And he's going to hold that for 15 seconds. You've done 10. Keep the ball still, all the way in the front. Oh, look at that. Oh, we'll do another 15 seconds. Well, easy, that. Come on, you've got 5 seconds left. drop one knee down, then the other.
Oh.
Bring the ball quite close to you and just go over it. Just relax, let the back relax over it. That's it. Just let the back go. Did alright there, mate. Okay, so Al's going to lie on his back now with his feet. We're going to go into that ball bridge, Jane. You know, you put your feet on the ball. So I would put your calves on,
Yeah.
and make sure the ball is centred to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Push all your weight into the ball with your heels and your calves, and lift your bum up. I want a straight line from your ankles to your shoulders. Now when you feel safe, you're going to take your arms across your chest. When you feel safe. Good man. Yeah, as long as your elbows are not on the floor. So if you're not feeling safe, pull the ball a little bit closer to your knees. So you might need to come pop them down. That's it.
better.
There you go, yeah? Yeah,
I can better control
yeah,
there,
better
yeah.
base there, yeah. You'll eventually have it under your heels. So, and we're going to stay there for... Oh. You're not centre, are you? So you need to centre it up. So if you look at your body, Alan, that's centre.
There,
So
okay.
pop your bottom down, pop your bottom down. Okay, now try.
That's better.
Yeah? Okay. So we're going to stay there for a minute. My minute. And it just started now. That should feel quite nice, actually. Please don't fall over. If you think you're going to fall, put your hands on the floor. That's just for you, Jane. Alan's got to stay where he is. Really squeeze the bum. "30 seconds left. "15 seconds. Three, two, one. Stay up there. Put your hands on the mat. Draw your heels to your bum. One big...
Sorry?
Your bum up.
Yeah.
And draw the ball to your bottom.
Like that?
Yeah. And then push it out again. In. And then out. In. And out. Should be getting to your hamstrings.
It is.
Yeah, remember, try not to feel it in the knees. Squeeze your bum and pull back with your hamstrings. I think this is number 5. Come on, keep going. Don't be crying on film. 6. 7, get your ass up. 8. Come on, we can do the last 2. 1. And 2. Oh, and come back. Bring the ball close to your bottom. That's it, and then just roll it from side to side. Okay, we're going to take the ball away. Alan's going to turn on his side, face the camera. Got push on.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, we're going to have hip bone on top of the hip bone. Yeah? This arm is going to come here on his side, thumbs pulled in, and a little bit of a clench on the bottom. Yeah? We're going to lift this leg up so the ankle, knee, hip are all in one line. Yeah? The foot is nice and relaxed. And all Alan's going to do is lift this up just a little bit and then back down to where it was. And he's going to do, I think, we'll just start with 10. We should be feeling something just right on the side of the bum. Are you?
Not really.
Right, okay, so Alan's not feeling it, so what I'm going to do is roll him forward a little bit more and bring the leg forward a bit more. But if you don't need to do that, it's fine. And now we've got something going on. Yeah?
Yeah,
Keep your gob shut in future, won't you?
I will.
Remember, you can bend this leg if you want a little bit more stability. If you're feeling that you're a bit rocky, bend that leg. When you've done 10, are you counting?
8.
Don't be
9. So was on 8.
Yeah. Now, hold that leg up then and reach it out of your socket. That's it. Now just take it forward a little bit and bring it back a little bit. It's a small move. We're not swinging. There's no momentum. And I'm still getting that through that glute med, which is what I want. Get your hand off the floor. Your core should be able to support you. You can put your hand down if you can't maintain your position, but you should be able to by now. Nothing moves except this leg. So no shoulders movement, no pelvic movement. This doesn't go up and down. When you've done 10, just bring the leg back to its start position. Hold it there, lengthen it again, re-lengthen. And you're going to draw me a little circle. You're going to draw me circles 10 one way and 10 the other. And we're trying not to move this. This should be on fire now.
It is.
Yeah, good.
Gets me every time.
Okay, so he's going to
10.
hold the leg up. We've got a little bit of a shake on here. We're going to lift this leg up to that one.
It's a minute, sorry.
You need to rest.
I can do it if
That's it, one. Yeah, you can use your hand, I'll let you. Because I'm good like that. This one should be getting the inner thigh. Oh.
I have to stop at 9, sorry there.
Stop at 9. You're going to bend your knees. That's it. So you're going to come up onto your forearm like a side plank position, please. That's it. Making sure that there's a straight line from right underneath this armpit to down here. So what, just slouching. I don't want this slouching position. I want you lifted upright. Thumbs pulled in. Squeeze the knees together in the buttocks and lift up this hip. That's it. Now if you can, lengthen your top leg, but if you can't, I'm not bothered. This arm goes up to the sky. And we're just going to hold that for a minute. If you can. But if not, we'll do 30 seconds. I'm not counting. Him I am, but not you. You can always work up to 30 seconds. How are you feeling, Alan?
Not so bad.
Oh, good. See? Make an athlete out of him, yeah. So we're coming up to 30 seconds in 5 seconds. And what I'm going to do is give Alan a reprieve. He's going to take this arm underneath the other one. That's it. 1, and lift it back up. We're just going to do 5. We call this threading the needle. 2, I want a really nice rotation. I really want him to reach. There's a bacon butter here, and he's just trying to reach for it. That's it. 1 more. Reach for that bacon butter. That's it. And come down. Pop your head back on the pillow. Both arms out in front. Knees are bent. Now, the more you get your knees up to your chest, the more rotation we're going to get. Alan is going to hit my piece of apparatus here, but I don't care. So he's going to inhale this arm up to the sky, and then he's going to exhale and rotate the ribs and his head. Just going to bring it there, so that's it. Keeping the knees together and on the mat. That's really good. It's better than it has been. Yeah? And then he's going to bring it back. I'm in trouble with my watch.
Yeah, it doesn't know what 30 seconds is.
Well, no, it was a minute, that's why. Do you know how many you've done?
4.
Okay.
How many
So
was I doing?
inhale, exhale. You won't be able to rotate with a full lung. 10, please. Doing 10. That's pretty good for you. you having me on before when I stood on you?
That's 10.
Okay. From there, we're going to go on to all fours. Pads under your knees if you need them. Thumbs pulled in. Nice long back. Oh, down a little bit. Lift your head up from down. That's it. Okay. We're going to lift the right hand and the left knee. Millimetres.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get some bounce first.
Remember, it's less is more. Now bring it down, do the other side, this will be easier. Okay, back to the other side. Now float off and hold. Right hand, left leg. Oh, no, don't extend.
That's alright.
I need you to float off to get that connection with your tongue, yeah? With your abdominals. When you've got that, then extend, but stay square to the floor. So extend your arm and your leg. That's it. Come on, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. But what happens is that we don't rotate. So both hips stare at the floor and both shoulders do. Lengthen it a little bit more now. That's it. Good man. We should be feeling it a little bit here. Here. Okay. Alan's quite tight through the shoulders, so this position of extending that arm can be quite difficult. And then bring it back in. And we'll start a flow on the other side. So remember, small movement first. Thumbs in, don't allow the back to sag. If you feel safe and you're not wobbling, you can extend, making sure we stay square to the floor. Yeah, better on this side. Now lengthen, lengthen. Lengthen like you're on a rack. That's it, we should still have that connection with the tongue. Okay, bringing it back in. If you need to have a rest for your wrists, just sit back on your heels and do a little stretch. And when you're ready, come back up. Curl the toes underneath the feet. That's it. Inhale for me, important. Exhale, float both knees off, little lift. And then come back down. And again, inhale, exhale, lift. And back down. And in. Inhale, exhale, lift. Back down. Two more. Inhale, exhale, lift. And down. Last one, and we're going to stay up. That's it. Now keep in here nice and straight. Just raise your right foot a little bit.
I don't think I can.
Can? Okay. Come back down. That's it. Sit back on your heels and have a little stretch. You could, you were just fighting.
Oh.
Oh. Does that feel nice, that?
Yeah.
Well, we've got the other side to do. So what I would do is I'd put your head on the other side of the mat so you can still see the camera. So you're not showing your bottom to Jane. Okay, make sure that we're square, both legs long. Lifting the top one up, just a little bit, that's it, just a bit more. Now lengthen it out, make it long. Remember, I need you to feel it in the glute med, which is just here, just there. And you're just going to lift and lower. Now I think Alan's all right on this side. I think he feels it more in this position, yes, no?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do 10. So what I don't want Alan to move his leg that much that this hip moves. So this gap here stays the same. The gap between his hip and his ribs stays the same. So do me a big one. So lift your leg up. That's it. So if he lifts his leg too high, that gap becomes smaller. Yeah? So we want to maintain that. We make sure that we've got a little bit of a gap underneath the waist. When he's done 10, he knows what's coming next, backwards and forwards. There's not a lot going on. Are you lying to me? No, it's a bit better. Don't let the leg come past the midline. It goes out, comes back to midline. 2, 3. Nothing else moves except that leg.
Just try and get my bottom side.
Yeah, okay, well bend your bottom leg if you need to. Remember, one side's going to be
That's better,
different.
yeah.
One side's going to be different than the other. We've usually got a good side and a crap side. I've met people who've had 2 crap sides, but when Alan's done 10, he's going to reset, so he's going to re-lengthen the leg, this top one, keeping it lifted, and he's going to circle. 10 little circles one way, 10 the other, and I'm just keeping this still. So it's like the head of the thigh muscles rolling around in the hip joint. He's going to do 10 one way, 10 the other. Is that hurting?
Yes.
Oh. When he's done 10 in each direction, he's going to keep the leg lifted. He's having a minute. Keep the leg lifted and then lift the other one. Lift the bottom one to the top. That's it, 10 times. You can put your hand on the floor as Alan's doing for this.
Gets me every time, that one.
Relax. You did them all that time. Bend your legs, come into that side plank position. On your ankle.
Sorry.
What do you think slows down? Remember that straight line, no slight chin. Straight line from your armpit to your waist. Lift up the hip. If you need that hand down in front, that's fine, but Alan doesn't. It goes up to the sky, lengthens this top leg, and he holds it for 30 seconds. Nigh 30 seconds. If it's stronger on this side,
Don't know.
don't know. Got 10 seconds left. Remember, if it bothers around your neck or your shoulders, then you leave it alone. Okay, Alan's going to reach for that bacon butty that I've got over here. And then back. He's just going to do 5 of these. So he's really going to reach, reach, reach. That's it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh! And then he's going to lie on his back. Get that nice position, a little bit of a tummy pull in, and the bottom a little squeeze. He's going to bring this leg up towards his chest and hold on to it. Underneath the knee. Underneath the knee.
Oh, sorry.
And then he's just going to straighten and bend. Straighten it as much as he can. I'm looking for a stretch in the hamstring, yeah?
Okay.
And then bend. Put the cushion back if you want to, it's just behind you. Okay, yeah. That's it, 3 times. Is that 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just going to let the knee drop to the side a little bit, and he's going to do it again 3 times. Bend and lengthen. If you want to do it without holding on, you can do, but I think you'll find the leg really heavy. When he's done 3, he's going to bring the knee across his midline. So your midline is your belly button or your cleavage. If you haven't got one, you'll have the other, and then you're just going to lengthen that out. Lengthen. That's it, and bring it back in. That's it. I'm just going to use your chest.
Oh!
Holding that leg up there when you've done the 3. Okay, so now I want you to pull your toes down and lengthen your heel up to the sky. Now, not everybody is made to do this, so don't worry if you can't. I think Alan might be able to. He's going to reach for his toes with his hand. Oh no, he can't.
Yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can.
Don't injure yourself.
I did.
Yeah, or hurt yourself. And then bend the knee in, grab hold for a bottom stretch. So grab hold of your knee. No, you're going to pull it towards you, and your ankle. That's it. Are you getting a stretch in your horse? That's it. Remember, if the stretch eases off, just hug that leg a little bit more and get a little bit more of a stretch. And then swap for the other leg. We'll grab and hold it under the knee. and we bend and stretch with the leg in a central position. So we bend it and then we stretch it up to the sky, getting it as much length in it as we can, 3 times. And then we let the knee drop towards to the side a little bit, away from the midline, and we do 3 more. We're just trying to hit all the hamstrings. And then the knee drops across the midline, and we do 3 more. You can do the band stretches, Jen, if you've got a band. I'm not sure that you have, so I'm doing it this way. You can always drop me an email. And then the leg goes straight up. Heel up to the sky, pull the toes to you. If you can touch your toe, do. If you can't, don't hurt yourself trying to do it. Some people are just not meant to. They're not built that way. Alan's not, but always trying.
Very.
Yeah? And then you're going to bend the knee, or try and get a bottom stretch any way that works for you. You're pulling it towards you, not pushing it away.
Sorry.
Yeah? Alan always tries to push it away to get piriformis stretch. Not wrong with piriformis. There's nothing wrong with him really, apart from him being old.
And bad jokes.
Yeah, and bad jokes. So remember, if that stretch eases off, just pull it towards you a little bit more. And then from there you're going to release and come onto all fours. Putting something under your knee if your knee is bad. You're going to tuck your tailbone into a cat stretch. Pull the belly button to the spine. Let the head drop underneath. So that's it. There we go. Lift up now through here. That's it. And then you're going to let your head come up and look at the wall in front of you. Let your chest drop. It's like you've got a torch in your cleavage and you're shining it. Why you'd have a torch in your cleavage, I've got no idea. And you're shining it at the wall. And then back into the cat stretch. Up, 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 up. Pull that tummy in. Squeeze the butt. And then let the belly drop down, chest lift up. We're going to do 2 more of those. I'm actually looking at Alan doing it on my screen because I can see a lot more on that than I can looking at him here because I just want to slap him here. And then from there, Alan's going to step forward with his right leg and come up into an upright position, half kneel. That's it. He's going to tuck his, just bring that leg a little bit further, that's it. He's going to tuck his tailbone and lean back a little bit. And I'm looking for a stretch in this leg that he's kneeling on at the top.
Yep.
Now if Alan wants more of a stretch, he can lift his arms up above his head and move away from that stretch, so that'd be across the leg that's in front. You getting the stretch, mate?
Yep.
Yep. And then we'll swap it to the other side. Did you tuck your tailbone? Have you got that stretch in the kneeling leg? Yeah. So we're looking for a stretch somewhere down here. Yeah.
Yep.
And then he's going to bring himself up to standing. He's going to face me. He's going to send his bottom back. Thumbs pulled in, nice straight back. And just let his hands go onto his knees. You might soften your knees a little bit for me, Al. That's it. And then what he's going to do is he's going to tuck his tailbone underneath and let his upper back round. That's it. And then he's going to let his elbows come on to his knees. Elbows onto your knees. Elbows onto your knees. Elbows like me.
Right.
Okay, let the tailbone drop a little bit further. You should get a stretch in your calves.
Yep.
We got that? Yeah.
We're going to go diving for swimming.
We just need a newspaper now, don't we? And then you're going to put your hands just above your knees on the top of your thigh. Tuck your tailbone to pull that belly button into your spine. Move your tailbone underneath and round out of it. Releasing the back, one bone at a time. Big stretch up to the sky. And then the other side. And we're done. Well done.